What's going on, world? It's Friday, July 10th, 2015. And it's me and Will. First and foremost, want to give credit where credit is due to the Most High. Thank Him for allowing us the opportunity to come together at the end of this week and then go over some of the things that has been happening throughout the week and then prep and plan for what's to come. And so, with that being said, we just jump into give you guys a few updates. Let me just go through my emails real quick. Let's see. All right. First off, Heidi Deno. I think that's how you say her name, but she's the rep for Tahiti Feta that me and Will's going to go out there tomorrow, and it's an event that is going to bring a large crowd. It's a dance competition and there's so many different ethnicities that are going to bring their talents to San Jose State University come tomorrow. It's from 9 to 6, and so this expense is going to cost us. Like I sent out the text probably around $800. We're just to do that, round it up, and that pays for the vendor booth, the insurance that is needed from the city, obviously, and then just the little extras. So we rounded it up right there. We know what we have to sell, which is 15 cases. That's $60 a piece, $5 a bottle times. Yeah. And then we'll get, so that's, going into tomorrow, we are going to try to do 15 tomorrow, get it out the way because we don't know if we're going to have the manpower on Sunday. Right now, it's not looking like we are going to have it, and therefore, I mean, with two people on Saturday, I mean, that's going to give us our best opportunity to do the most work. Because if we have to go out there with one person tomorrow or on Sunday, then we're limited to how much ground we can cover. And those are the things that, with the lack of manpower, you can only do so much, like we know. I mean, with manpower, look at what we can do. Like we got two beverage hawkers, we can go out there, we can do work. But without it, now only one person can go out there in the crowds at a time and be able to approach and get the attention of those who don't want to come outside to come out to the booths, and then just making it more convenient. So that's our game plan for tomorrow. We're going to be leaving at 6:45, 7 o'clock. We're going to get everything prepared after this so that when we wake up, we don't have to worry about all of those things. Even we're going to fill the cooler with ice and get these bottles cold since we have to leave so early in the morning. And what else was on that?
Hey, so, so at that event, we're outside?
Yeah, so we'll be outside, and because I guess there was like they just don't want like any issues with leaks or whatever. Maybe a slipping, whatever inside. So they put like all the vendor booths outside, and I told her, yeah, that's fine, no worries. Shouldn't be a problem, with us.
Can we go in there with the beverage hawkers?
Yeah, that was I asked her about that. I said we have some beverage hawkers to make it convenient for the attendees, and then she asked how many do we have, and I said we have two, and we can go in. I said it's just like a stadium, or what they have at the stadiums.
Yeah.
And they go in, or pretty much we're able to do what we need to reach more people. What else was there? So San Jose State University, that's where we're going to be headed to. Other than that, I mean, pretty routine as far as what we need to do. I mean, we know the magic number, 15. That's our goal. What I was able to do too is because Rogers, he had 20, 16-4. So he had 20 cases and 10 units altogether from both stores, Marina Liquor and Rogers, that are August, from the August lot. So I switched out the inventory, and I told him that we would be able to go, and we have this event. We're going to be able to sell that product at this event, so it doesn't go bad on him and he doesn't lose out. And that's what I've been doing lately with some of our accounts. When we have events, I'll go in there and I'll just swap it out because I know that we can sell it. And so that's what we're going to do with the 20 cases, that he had. And so those accounts, he'll pretty much run through this 15 or this 20 cases, because he's been doing his average about 13 to 15 cases a month. He ran through the 140. I mean, he just couldn't get off this last 20 cases, but I mean, 120 cases in how many months? It's September. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So in 10 months, he ran off 120 cases within these 3 outlets, and that's pretty good. I mean, you know, he's still able to continue to be consistent as far as moving the quantity that he's been doing for the past 2 years since we set up the account, and especially because he's not in there. So we have those loyal customers. I mean, they may not be going into Marina Liquors because really all of it goes. I mean, Rogers is where the movement happens. But you know, it's 2 outlets, and we gotta build that brand awareness back up for these accounts, so we can get more traffic and more movement out of these doors. I mean, we know we could do it. The next one this was a big one, and I talked to Toru of CTC Food International, and unfortunately, they don't want to carry the product no more. It's just not selling as fast. That was his words. They gave up on it. They still have half a pallet in stock, and the expiration is November. You know, that's the thing. That's what happens with distribution companies. I mean, I didn't think that it would be this fast. Like, they just throw in a towel. But it's a competitive market, and all it comes down to is the bottom line. Fortunate for us, when I asked him, if he can give me the contact information for the accounts that are selling, and he did. So I'm going to contact the category buyer or the managers of the particular locations that are doing well, and I'm going to tell them we're going to take over our own distribution. Now, what this means is, well, first, Toru said that because I asked him, as we get bigger, would you want to work together? And he's like, yeah, anything that will benefit the company, we'll definitely give it a go again. Sometimes it just happens this way where you're just too small. And like we know, Los Angeles or Southern Cal, that's a big area. And to only have 6 locations, 5-6 locations, it's just too big. Nobody's going to be traveling, especially in that traffic down there. Always me going across town just to get some ooze juice. I mean, it's just plain and simple. It is what it is.
But were those those markets?
Huh? Yeah.
Were all those accounts the markets?
Okay. Mitsua marketplaces, and so that was the good news. Like he said, man, that door is still open as long as as long as they see us growing and excuse me. Excuse me. But he did give me those numbers. My job is to go down there, talk to these managers, and then also, now, because if they want to continue selling the product, then we're going to have to set up distribution outlets in San Diego and in around, well, because we have connections in Long Beach, because Will, Will Gardner.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so Will stays out there, and then even Mexico, the dude that makes the beats for Keller, he stays with Will. And Will
Oh,
said, yeah, and Will said his house is always open, and so that would be my play to really teach not only Mex but teach Lafo to how to service the accounts, to keep them active, to check on them, to build these relationships. That's going to be my play, and then me personally going down there, taking these trips at least, because I'm thinking because they gave up on it so quick, it's like mandatory. We have to go down there like at least once a month, like we talked about, once a month or once every other month, just to do these sampling demos for these locations. Because otherwise, it just those accounts are gonna they're just gonna die like any other account. But the plan is with going with so much frequent traveling down to Southern Cal to open up more accounts. Like not only teach these guys, but to open up more accounts in areas that we know we can win. And that's, I mean, it's a lot. I mean, it just depends on how these managers, what they want to do. If they still want to carry a product, then that's going to be our play. If not, then hey, hey, it is what it is. Like we brought it to SoCal, we made it, didn't work out. Now we regroup and we try to figure out how do we make it work. And the only way it's going to work is the same thing we talk about on Wednesday, is going after major retailers, because everybody frequents major retailers. And when you're getting into Whole Foods or Safeway, Rayleigh's, these bigger retailers, then it makes it easier, to just make that trip, because you're guaranteed there's hundreds, thousands of people walking through these doors on a regular, consistent basis. I think they said that our mix said that what do you think? I think Walmart, they make $1 million like every hour or something like that. I don't know what he said, but he said they see a certain amount of customers in every hour, and they make $1 million a day or something. And this Walmart right here in Marina, and that's hella crazy. It's just they make $1 million a day at this Walmart. So that's how much foot traffic these people got, like are these retailers got. And so that would be the play if things fall through with these locations and it doesn't work out. Hey, we tried. Yeah. And so that was an update from CTC. What else was there? PIT. So Anna Tassi of PIT. That was that Polynesian Islands Together festival that we did last year, and she contacted me, reminded me. We have changed. Yeah, reminded me about the August 15th date of when this festival is going to be, and then I responded with what did the committee say about selling just ooze juice and water? They thought about it, but they're not going to do it, which is understandable. I mean, you add other products, and your bottom line is gonna be a lot more. So it is what it is. But for us, now we don't have to pay them 50%. Right? We gave them the opportunity to to make 50% off of the products, and now we'll pay their little $200 fee or whatever it is, and we'll kill. I mean, last year we sold like 30 cases or 27 cases or something right there at that festival. And this year, I expect us to sell more, just because we got equipment, the beverage hawkers, and now we got water too. And so they're selling, I think they sell so we're selling water for $2, selling ooze juice for $5. And as quickly as, I mean, we were there and it was just moving. I mean, we definitely needed manpower. I mean, it was me, S, Mick, Set was there, us four, but it was just really me, S, and Mick just making it happen. I mean, but it was, I mean, there's floods of people right there. There's a lot of people at that event because it was free. Uh, and so I expect even like if not the same, bigger turnout. I mean, they
Hey,
threw.
wasn't that one in San Jose?
Nah, I was in Frisco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was big. It was a big event. I mean, there was hella people. They had the radio stations there. I mean, they had all types of like games and activities for the kids, and yeah, they did a great job. And so, I mean, that's what we're looking for. August 15th, we got a prepping plan for that one, and I expect us to do pretty well, like as far as selling wise. So 1, 2. Then we got Brian. We got Brian Jawozdowski. He is one of the beverage scientists at Power Brands. So me and Brian spoke briefly this morning. We had a conversation, and he just wanted to understand like what was it, because they don't know what the aftertaste that you guys tasted. They don't know what it is, because when they tasted it, there was no aftertaste. When they think about aftertaste, they think about something that is just nasty, that is lingering, doesn't taste good. That's what they think about. And so what I told them was what you guys told me. If we can increase the coconut levels, if we can somehow get rid of that the stevia taste, because that's what some people say is like, oh yeah, it's probably the stevia. It tastes like a sweetener, which is what stevia is, a natural sweetener. If we can kind of take that lingering pineapple taste, because that was thrown out there too. And what else was there? Change the aroma up. If we can do that, give it its own identity. And I mean, pretty much the same thing that we've been talking about. I just like repeated it to him so that we're all on the same page, and so that they can move forward to round 4, and hopefully. And then I even told him, like, everybody was like, man, really on round 2. You didn't, and that's the only difference from round 2 to round 3 was the stevia levels that he said, because he said that they decreased the stevia levels in sample A, and or what. One was increased, one was decreased, and that was the only difference that they did from the round 2. There was nothing else changed or whatever. But we're looking forward to it. Looking forward to round 4. We'll see what they're able to do, what they're able to come up with, and we just gotta figure it out. I mean, I thought it would be over round 2, but we just wanted to go again. We really want to get it right, so that when we go to market, we got something that people would really enjoy. And it's still, like, to me, when I'm thinking about it, 5 out of 6, I'm still thinking about that 5 out of 6 number that everybody was on round 2. Like, man, it's ready to go. And that might come back into play, because if we keep on going, like, okay, round after round, like, man, I mean, I don't think that it's going to happen. I think they're going to figure it out, and we're going to get it right. But just in case, I mean, we have round 2 in the pocket, and I'm really willing to explore that option. And that's just me. So we'll see. I mean, I keep everybody posted with that as well. And then who else was there? There was so the I forgot what her name is. I think it's Maria Stellar, and she works for the city of Seaside. She has sent me an email about the 30th annual Carmel Bach Festival community concert. It's on Thursday, July 23rd. Then it starts at 7 p.m., showcasing small ensembles of Carmel Bach Festival musicians in an enjoyable, informal performance. This year, we're celebrating 30 years of the Bach Festival music at the Odermeyer Center. For more information, please click on the link. Oh, so it's at the Odermeyer Center. Anyways, we'll look into this, see if this event is worth taking on.
Is there any fees in that one?
I'm not even sure, but I'm gonna call our. I'm gonna wait for admission. Yeah, I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna look into it and I'm gonna find out. And if it's, if it's cheap, hey man, why not? Just try to tap into this people that probably never even heard of our product. And
Just hearing that it's the 30th, that shit sounds good.
30th.
Yeah.
All right. What else? Oh yeah. So, that was pretty much it. Like my updates that I had, nothing really pressing except for what we talked about on Wednesday. We got to get our numbers up. And we got to find events. Plain and simple. Those are two most important things right now. It's been slow for the past 10 days, but we got to pick it up. Fortunately for us, I really went out there and I killed it this week in Santa Cruz as far as our top selling retailer, and which is AJ's Natural Market. They had 11 cases left, and I went in there for these past 3 days and I sold all 11 cases. I left them with 9 bottles because if I would have stayed any longer, I would have just sold them all. But I didn't have no product on me, and I didn't want to leave them with just the shelves empty for this weekend. So on Monday, I got a delivery with them set up, and they order quantity. That's what they're about. But this is just a good sign for us, because if we think about when they ordered, which was like in November, I believe, and it's July. So they ordered 70 cases. They got off 60 of those cases, within the time frame. And that's pretty good for that account, that location. And it only could get better. If we did that, I know, and then we go out there and we just continue to sample, because the thing that I noticed about these past 3 days is the same people came. They were coming, like these same consumers. They came all 3 days. And then some of them would stop by. I was like, man, I seen you out here yesterday, and let me try that. And then they'll go in and buy. So they got a real loyal following that is coming in each and every day. And that's why I was like, oh, man, this is really one of those spots that you really just focus a lot of your attention and energy. And it's fun. When I go out there and I sample at that particular location, it's guaranteed I'm selling 3-4 cases, because man, there's so much foot traffic, and you're gonna get people to just bite based on local, based on this, the smile, the things that we work on, techniques, talk track, all those things. So that right there, it helps us, but still, we can't be satisfied, because look at what we were able to do last month alone. That was our highest performing month, $19,000 that we did in just a month. I know there was a promo, I know that, okay, but it just goes to show you that, well, if there was that promo, then us as a marketing team, we need to get on the ball. And that's what me and S were talking about on Wednesday. And hopefully, man, his connect comes through, but we can't wait. We can't continue to keep on waiting for something. We got to make it happen, because of the fact that we just did 19K in a month. We ain't never did 19K. Well, we did it last month before, so we're looking at that and say, damn, how do we do 20K? How do we do 25? How do we do 30K in a month? It's possible, because we just beat our highest performing month by how much? I think we did 12K in a month or something. That's an additional 7K on top of our top performing month. So it says a lot about what we were doing. And what we were doing was we were, hitting people up. We didn't care, and we were going after it. And we're saying $25 a case, man. Get it while it's good. This month, what I noticed, and this is what I caught from S on Wednesday. One of his boys, Paul, his partner actually, Paul said, "Man, my dad tried it. He's good. Man, he loves it. It's good. He wants to buy a couple cases." And this was the wrong thing. And I didn't even tell S. This is something that you shouldn't say. He said, "Man, he wants to buy a couple cases," and then S goes like this: "Oh man, but they ain't $25 no more." Who cares? They're 36. If you want a couple cases, you better sell those couple cases. Like, that's the thing and that's why we always have to remind ourselves that, man, we were selling these things at $60 a case. Like, real deal. And not only that, but we sold these bottles at $10 per unit, and we sold a few cases at that. Like, those are the things that we always have to keep in front of our minds, because of the fact that when you start doing that, like, oh, the deal's, there's no more deal. You just lost the sale. To be honest, they wasn't asking about the deal. They're just asking about how I want a couple cases. Oh, okay, that's going to be $72. Simple as that. But those are the things that we need to work on. We ran the promo. We told people, hey, it was a month. They already know the deal. That month is over with. Now it's on to the next. But don't lose a sale based on, little things like that. Those are little things that we need to catch them before we even spit it out. And that's what we have to do this month. Like, we're already in 10 days. We only got, 31 days in this month, I think, or 30. So we got 31 days. Yeah, so 21 days left. 21 days left, and we got an event. We got an event this week in 2 days. We can start chipping away at more and more, but we got to do something. We got to do something else. I mean, the promo it helps out a lot. Having something to run, something to sell people on. That adds more. Like, okay, Ooze Juice, add something more. Like, we added something more by dropping it 30%. That was the addition to it. Okay, damn, 30%? Oh, that sounds cool. Now what do we do next? We talked about it. We got to get on it, because we just can't afford to have a drop as dramatic like this. Like, if we've only sold one case direct to consumer, that's all we have in this month, and it's already been 10 days. We sold one case direct to consumer. We're about to do our first event, but in this in the 10 days, we only sold 28 to the retailer. So we're far behind right now, and we got to pick it up, and we got to figure it out. I mean, selling is not easy, but once again, we talked about this. It's only $11 more. We still just got to keep the foot on the gas and keep on running it. Otherwise, we look for those months that fluctuate and then put us like way down, and we can't afford that. So let's keep this fresh in our minds. We know. I mean, you got to get to 100. I mean, that's the plan. Get to 100. Like me, I'm trying to get to another 100. I'm trying to figure out, how do I get to another 100 and have back-to-back months of repeating my performance. That's the challenge that I'm looking at. I was like, damn, 200. I was able to do over 200 cases, but I'm like, damn, how do you do 200 cases? I'm like, man, I'm just trying to get to 100. Because, like, even if just getting to 100, damn, that's forcing us to just always have that mentality for, we got to figure it out. How do we get to sell 100 cases a month? And we got to play that every month to close out this year, because that's the only way we're going to be able to really see a spike in our sales, like really see increases in what we got going on. That's the only way. If we're challenging ourselves like that, like, damn, I only sold 5 cases this month. Oh, hell nah. I didn't even make it to double digits. Like those are the things that have to like be our driving force. What we talked about on Wednesday. We always see ourselves like, man, S said it, man, perfect. Like, who the hell is Chow? How the hell he got more sales than me? I don't even know this dude. And that was last month. We have to feel the same way. Like, damn, man, this nigga, he doing it again? Hell nah. I gotta be him. I gotta get close to him. I gotta do something. That's all about competition in a friendly way. And it's for us, it's like, man, we're just competing to be the best. Like we all want to be the best. Well, we got to do what needs to be done in order to become the best. And that's pretty much it. My time. If there's any updates, do you have any updates or updates for marketing?
Nah, yeah, I don't have nothing this week.
Okay. But I mean, this is the time that we come here for is to talk about things like this. So we are staying on our toes, and we know that, man, we gotta pick it up. We gotta pick it up. So for all those who didn't catch the hangout, please catch the hangout, watch it, or just stay informed. This is why we go through these different outlets, whether it's text messages, calls, or hangouts. We just gotta communicate. And we got a long way to go. I mean, man, it's looking pretty low right now, but don't let that defeat you. Right now, once again, I still got 14. Pi got 2 cases. Ray 0. Mick got 9. Will got 2. Geller got 0. And I don't know if Chow's still rocking, but he got 0 as well. So let's try and pick it up as best as we can and try to make it happen. Put together good numbers each and every month so that we continue to head in the right direction, because we're still 15K behind. 15K behind to our 50. We're 15K away to 200,000, and so that was. So we're supposed to hit that mark on June 21st. We were supposed to hit 200,000 in sales, but it's taken us a little bit longer, and it may take us a month. I mean, it may take us a month. It may take us 2 months, but 2 years, 2 months, hey, we still need to get to 200,000 and then close out this year on a high note. That's the motivation. This is how we're going to continue to grow this company and get better, bigger, generate more sales, and be able to be more flexible about what we're doing here. So you have anything to add, Us, or?
Nah. I ended up watching the hangout and just saying what you guys were talking about as far as this promo. We definitely need to get the ball rolling for the marketing. We see the numbers from this past month, and it just shows you, like the other day, I almost had a sale to DTC to my coworker, and then he played me because I told him before the promo, and then he's like, hey, you still got that case for me? And I was like, because I hit him up. I texted him, called him, and everything, and I was trying to hunt him down, and then, like I was like before when he said he wanted it, and then he never hit me back, so I was like, you're playing games, and then he finally came in because he only works like every so often with us, so then. He was like, oh, Will, you still got that case for me? I was like, oh, yeah, I got it. I got it for you right now. I was like, yeah, I got one in the truck, 36, man. And he's like, oh, 36? And then he was like, now to tell him about the promo. I was like, oh, I told you it was going to be over. And I was like, man, 36, you're still winning. I was like, man, at the stores, some of the stores, it's over $3. And you got a 12-pack here. And he's like, oh, man. He was just playing games. I was like, man, fuck you.
Yeah.
But I was like, but he buys though. I know he buys. Like, he always buys at the events, like at Seaside High when I see him. He buys for his daughters and whatnot. But
what's the dude's name?
You know that dude, Big Mo, that black dude.
Okay. Yeah.
He was just, but I think he'll end up buying one once I see him again. I'm just gonna push up on him even harder and just like, yeah, man, because he supports anyways. Yeah. But it's just like he's just playing games.
Yeah, he be buying all the time. Like, he's really one of those loyal customers that goes into Rogers. He's always going in there. And once again, it just comes down to us, like, communicating. it's only it's only $11 more, right? Like
Yeah.
little things like that. And it's like, oh well, we got it here. And then here goes the thing that I wanted to let everybody know. It's like um, I have to. I want all of us to be confident, like to really be a boss and make boss decisions because we're all in this together. And what I mean by that is this: like we know what the profit margins are, right? So we're saying to ourselves, right here, I'm gonna give right now. You guys are hearing it, it's just me and Will, and I'm gonna tell you guys all as well when I get to talk to you guys personally. But right now, I'm giving everyone the authorization to make a boss decision. Yeah, we ain't running that promo no more, $25. But if it's someone that like Mo, like that, right? And when did he tell you? He told you, like you told him in the month, right? And then he said he was gonna buy it in the month.
Yeah, it was like within the last 2 weeks, he hit me up, or like I hit him up on Facebook, and then he said he will or whatever. And then when I started seeing him at work, like it was like towards the last couple of weeks of the month, and then because I don't see him every day, but when I did see him a couple of days, he was like asking about my case, so then I brought it to him, and then I hit him up, but I didn't see him for a while until after the month was over. But I hit him up like 3 times before the month, and I was like letting him know I'll come deliver it. I know
Uh-huh.
he's right here in the marina, and then he said, "Oh, all right, yeah, I'll let you know." And then just time went past,
Yeah.
and then I seen him this past week. I forgot what day it was. It was probably like Tuesday or something. But then and that's when he hit me up. But I was like, man, you know what month it is?
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
definitely.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So here goes what I'm gonna authorize. Like for us, okay, it's like we're making 49% by just selling it $25 a case. That's why we did that because we know our profit margins is 49%. We're winning. $36 a case. 36 take away 12.84 equals divided by 36. That's 64. So this is like 64%, 40, yeah, 49, 64%. It's all to the good. But if you ever come across and you feel like here goes what I did. Like the only reason our one of our supporters, he like how I was doing on the 30th, like when everybody was like, oh, put me down for this, put me down. I was putting them down for the 30th because technically, and I should have said this to you guys too. Technically, if they did put an order in, but they just like they were gone or they're out of town and they wouldn't get back to the next day or but it really does still count in my eyes. Like, okay,
Yeah.
you made an effort to say, man, I want a case. I just couldn't get to you in time. So therefore, okay, I'm gonna give it to you for 25. That's the authorization I'm giving to you guys, and it's just really a judgment call based on you guys, like on the feeling that you get from particular customers. I mean, if it's somebody that purchases on the regular, you say, man, you know what? I'm gonna give this deal to you personally because I know you're always there supporting. I can't do it all the time, but for this time, I got you because then it makes them feel a certain type of way and then they, oh hell yeah, man, it's cool. The homie, he looking out, and you just slide it in there. Man, the promo's over. I got you, bro. One time, those little things like that. But that's my authorization to you guys. You got to make. Sometimes we just got to make that judgment call because if money is on the table, sometimes we got to take it. Just like if somebody don't got $60, but they got 58, run the 58. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Uh, those are the things that I wanted to just bring up real quick, and we'll know too. Like you get the feeling, like me personally, I don't do it all the time, but I know like okay, man, if you only got $2, man, here I'll give you like this happened the other day. This one girl came in, she was trying to buy a bottle, but she only had $2. I said, man, here, and this was at AJ's. And I said, here, man, here, just buy two. It's only $4. And she was like, for real? I was like, yeah, because you gain loyal support from these customers by doing little things like that. And then it all comes back full circle because not only are they telling their friends, but they're becoming repeat customers. And then that particular account is seeing traffic, and now the movement is doubled and all this. And they're ordering larger quantities. I mean, the list it goes on. But I mean, we know, like you just know, okay, man, I'll work with this person. This person I won't work with. I'm gonna stand firm because we've been doing this 2 years, and I never, just flat out said it, but I'm saying it now. If someone says, "Hey, man, you guys running the 2 for 4?" We run 2 for 5s, but what account do you get the 2 for 4 at? And if they say whatever the count is, I got you, man, 2 for 4. You know what I mean? Because some of our accounts run 2 for 4, 2 for 5, 2 for 6. And then some of them don't even run no deals at all. But if they bring it to our attention, and that's how you know they're a loyal customer too. Like little things like that. Man, I just got it from here. Oh yeah, I got you, bro. And then you get a sale. I mean, that's the name of the game. Sell. So that's for all of us. I'll run it to other guys as well. With that being said, this is our time. We appreciate everybody. And then we go ahead and end it out here in prayer, and we get on our separate ways. Go ahead, Oos.
Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you, Lord, and we thank you for everything that you bless us with throughout this week. We ask that you continue to guide us throughout this rest of this weekend, and bless your hands over us as we go throughout this event over the weekend. And we just know that, Lord, that you're gonna bless us with so much support from everybody, and we just continue to thank you each and every day. We thank you for keeping us safe wherever we have went throughout the week, also, and keep us in good health. We ask that you continue to watch over our loved ones as well, and we just love you so much, Lord. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. All right, Deuce, I'll see you in a little bit.
Yep. So you're gonna go get the van first and then come here?
Yeah.
Oh, yep. All right.
Are you gonna be there, or are you gonna go somewhere?
Yeah, no, I'll be here. How many cases are you gonna take? I'll just
so I got the 20 already from Rogers.
Are those? I was gonna ask you, were those cold or not?
Yeah, they were cold. Well, this was earlier in the morning when we picked them up. But I got those, and I just want to dump them in the cooler, and then I think we'll take 10 more.
10 more.
I think that should be good.
Yeah, 30. Yeah.
Sir.
All right, cool.
Artist.
All right, let's switch you a little bit there.
Go.
Right now to did you see my name?
Where?
Right here. Look at my name. Look at my